Hello. Welcome to season 7, episode 1 of the Stay F Homekins podcast.
You've been doing this for 7 years.
Well, I think it means 6 years. Doesn't it?
Well, wouldn't...
Because 0 was 1.
No, it wasn't. That's birthdays.
2020 was season 1.
Yeah.
And now it's 2026, so season 7.
Well, then how is it season 7?
Because it's 2026.
Oh, because
0 was
the
1.
0 of 2020.
Anyway, I'm Janie Tompkins.
I'm Paul F. Tompkins.
I'm an actress.
I'm a comedian.
Together, we are a married couple in Los Angeles, and this is our 7th season of our After Dinner podcast.
Too true.
It's our January episode. We hope everyone had a warm, cozy, love-filled holiday season, whatever that means to you.
Yes, I hope you found some light in the darkness and you gave yourself a little bit of a break from everything.
I mean, we did.
We did. We went to South Carolina for Christmas.
Yes.
And we didn't do jack shit.
We spent at my mom's. This was a very antisocial is not the proper word, but it was a
hermetic.
Mm-hmm. You slept like a
I slept like I've never slept before.
You slept like you were hibernating.
Yeah.
Like at one point I was like worried you had like sepsis or something. Because I'm like, why is he sleeping so much?
I did not. It's interesting because it's not like I went to sleep and then stayed asleep for hours and hours and hours.
Right.
I did wake up a few times, but then when I finally did fall asleep, I slept late.
Yeah, like it would be like 1 p.m. and everyone's like, is he okay?
I mean, I haven't done that in a million years.
Well, remember, the only reason I said I was like worried because one time you had that MRSA infection in 2008.
Yes.
And you slept for 14 straight hours.
Yes.
And I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah. And it turns out something was wrong.
And something was wrong.
But this time things were so right.
Yeah, that you were not infected. It was like, yeah. Social obligations were kept to a very minimum.
Yeah, they really were. I think also because some of the people we usually see weren't around. Maybe.
I was fine with it.
I was fine with it too.
Like, I wish I was still doing it.
I didn't have the urge to go out and be out and about.
No.
I was happy to do it when we did do it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't killing me.
No.
To stay inside all day long.
No.
I needed it.
And New Year's Eve, just watching TV or whatever, totally fine with it.
Totally fine with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Then I cooked some Hoppin' John and some collards on New Year's Day. Then
For good luck.
We didn't even pop the champagne that I bought. It wasn't champagne. It was like a bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes bubbly in the group.
Now, what is the difference between bubbly and champagne?
Well, there's different versions of sparkling wines. Like there's Prosecco, there's Cava, there's
Which one was this?
It was Bevel.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that.
I don't know. I think it was.
Bevel.
Is that right? Am I making that up?
I don't know. You could be.
It wasn't like a proper champagne. I know that.
No. Well, first of all, it wasn't from the Champagne region of France.
I'm having some weekend water right now.
As am I.
All right. So basically, because we went to Bottles. That's the wine store there. What's so crazy is I had bought my mom on her birthday a year ago.
Yeah.
$100 gift card to Bottles. Mm-hmm. And she hadn't spent it.
No.
And we were like, what the fuck, lady? Are you going to fucking spend it?
Hold on a second. We didn't like confront her about it. She actually showed it to us.
She
Said,
was
"Here's
like,
my,
look,
I still have my card
I
for
still have my bottles." And I was like, you better spend that.
Yeah.
And she's like, y'all go to Bottles and y'all go do it. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, well, we need some bubbly for New Year's Eve because it was a weird limbo between Christmas and New Year's.
Mm-hmm.
And so I asked, I was like, none of us like champagne. What do you know, to the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, this. And he handed it to us.
His name was Wes, I believe.
I thought it was like Jason.
No.
What?
I think it was Wes.
No.
He was very helpful.
Everyone loves this guy at Bottles.
Yeah.
The tall guy with the beard.
Mm-hmm.
He's the wine expert.
He was very cheerful.
He knew his product.
He knew his shit, man. And he was happy to help.
I wanted an orange wine. I wanted a skin contact wine.
Mm-hmm.
An orange, also known as like orange wine.
Yes. Since we are child free, this is how we get skin contact. It's important. It's just as important.
And I was like, what do I get? And he was like showing me. He's like, okay, what do you like? And I was like, this, that, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, okay, this one's like kind of like hipster juice. And I was like, yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Orange wine. It's hipster juice.
Mm-hmm.
Fill up my baba. Fill up my sippy cup. Fill it up. Fill it up.
Fill it up.
And that was our holiday, I guess. Is that everything? As
our tradition, you fell asleep before midnight and I woke you up. So we
That
could
is
say Happy
correct.
New Year to each other and have a little
Yes.
smooch.
Yes. Yes.
We were watching the ball drop on YouTube.
Oh, we were?
Yes.
Okay.
The Times Square celebration.
We weren't watching it until like kind of near the time, though.
No, exactly.
We were watching like a movie or something else.
We watched it. Yeah, what did we watch? The Roses?
Oh, yeah. We watched The Roses. What did you think of it?
We usually watch more movies.
We didn't
watched
have
Begonia. We
but
watched The
it's
Roses.
because we didn't have the screeners
We didn't have
yet.
the screeners.
Because Screen Actors Guild,
Because
It's not-
Hollywood's a mess.
they're sending them like January 14th, just in case you want to know. We don't get the screeners till January 14th. We used to get them all before Christmas.
Yes. The Roses was not my jam.
There were some moments in it.
There were some moments in it, but overall it was not my jam.
Yeah.
Begonia, I was crazy and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else? Well, we also started watching Peaky Blinders.
Yes, we're watching Peaky Blinders, which I am enjoying. It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
It's starting to feel very samey to me now, though.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's very violent.
It's very violent. And
they're just like losing their minds.
Yeah. The family's very important to them. But not as important as being in charge of crime. That's their number one thing.
Yeah. That's like, I think it's relatable.
It's wild to me that Cillian Murphy had to keep that haircut for such a long time. And I would imagine going into the season to be like, how long do I have to have this? How long? What's the shooting schedule?
I bet Cillian Murphy doesn't ask those questions. They're like, you need this for 5 months. And he's like, okay.
Well, I believe that. But I think he would like to know, when can I not look like this anymore?
What does he care? He's like fucking beautiful.
Even the beautiful people have their things, honey.
Yeah, I guess they do.
Of course.
So tell me about you. Let's catch up, shall we?
Well, I'm preparing for a Whirlwind SF Sketchfest.
San Francisco,
Just
for
coming
those
this
who
week.
don't know what SF is. It's happening. Well, it's happening now, isn't it?
I
The
do not
Sketchfest?
believe it started yet.
Because Sketchfest is like a long thing or whatever.
Yes. It's a festival, a comedy festival in San Francisco. This is the 23rd year.
No.
Yeah.
That's
23rd year.
crazy.
And it has, in addition to sketch comedy, there's also a ton of improv, a ton of stand-up. They show films. They have, conversations with cool people, in the comedy world. It's a thing I've been part of for a long time.
Yes. Ever since we started dating.
Even before, if you can imagine it.
Wait, I thought our first sketch fest, I think we've had this conversation before.
Mm-hmm.
I thought our first sketch fest was together because we drove.
No, I had been there before that.
You had?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Keep going. Why are you stopping? What's happening?
I didn't know where you had settled.
Okay.
But you know what? Now that you say that, am I wrong? I felt like I knew when we traveled up there, I was already aware of this festival. Okay. It was definitely my first time doing a variety show up there.
Yes, I remember that. That was a big deal.
Yes, it was a big deal.
Because we drove up.
Yeah, we drove up instruments and stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm a part of it. Since the first time I did it, I've been a part of it. I think pretty much every year. I don't know if I've missed a year. But I always do. I end up doing a bunch of shows.
Yes.
In the weekend, which I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
It's all shows that I like. Some of them are ones that I do every year. Some of them are new to me, but that I've done maybe here in LA. And I'm looking forward to it. But it is a sort of puzzle of packing. What all do I need? How can I keep it as streamlined as possible? And figuring that out. I did a massive checklist this year, the likes of which I have not done before. So I made a checklist of what do I need for every single show.
That's really smart.
Yeah. It's been very helpful.
Well, maybe you should do that every time.
Well, yes, of course I should. Of course I should. So it's going well, and I feel like I'm on top of things, which is a good feeling.
Yes, this is so talk about your 2026. Like, how do you see your year going? Because we kind of hit the ground running when we got back to LA.
Yeah.
And that's been a rude awakening.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like my year, I'm not putting any specific expectations on it.
Uh-huh.
I'm looking at just solely the things that I can control.
I didn't do like any resolutions or anything like that.
No.
I never stick to my resolution. My resolutions are always like things I want to be doing all the time.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is for me.
Yeah. Like I want to finish this project I'm working on.
Yeah. I definitely want to feel like I am doing the things that I'm following through on things that I've said that I've wanted to do.
Yes.
As opposed to, being on a TV show or being in a movie or whatever. It's like, if that happens, great.
Yes.
But I'm not, there's only so much I can do to make that happen. But in the meantime, I want to be as productive as I can be and also enjoy the things that I'm doing.
Yes. This is, I guess we should talk about real world, real life.
Sure. You don't want to talk about your 2026?
Well, I am trying to sort of like figure out what it means to be creative during this violent time.
Yes.
Like, is art meant to speak directly to the times?
Mm-hmm.
Or is art more about a long game of like, And I think the answer is all of the above, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like we're doing these podcasts about reality TV, and it can feel sort of like the world is on fire and we're talking about fucking Bravo shows. But on the other hand, and it's silly to say art, but I guess, you know, it's something we produced.
Yes.
We produced and put out in the world for people to consume. And that is, you know, a thing that we created and whatever. I guess there's merit in it, but I also, I don't know. Like I want to, I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what I'm saying.
I agree
to
with
be
you.
honest.
I know. I understand that feeling. I agree with you that it is all of the above. I think that in times like these, you know what? I think that not just times like these, all the time, you need things that are, you know, addressing the moment, that are either satirizing, illustrating, shining a light on whatever. But you also need things that are just fun, that are an escape. You need both of those things. But you don't have to be responsible for all of it.
No, there's no way I could be. I'm not that way. But then I'm like, are we going to like enter into some thing where we're not allowed to speak about, you know, what's happening? And then suddenly our Southern Charm recap podcast is part of the underground resistance, where we're sending signals on like, you know, we're like talking
coded
about
messages.
Yeah, we're talking about like Shep's stupid relationships, and really like what's hidden in it is like where to like plant the bomb for the bridge to get to fucking like
I mean,
like I don't like at what point are we gonna like where are we in this, like where are we in this timeline? It took me several days to watch the videos of the ICE murder of the innocent Renee Good. And, you know, like you're supposed to have the backbone as a storyteller to like face blah, blah, blah. But it was like, I just couldn't, like, for several days. And by the way, like the narrative that comes out of MAGA, like I already knew it was a lie.
Yeah.
Like everything out of their mouths are lies. Like it's almost like, yeah, I have to watch the video and be a witness because maybe they'll manipulate it. But what's so crazy is they're not manipulating it. Like they're just letting it come out, and they're saying what we're seeing with our own two eyes is the opposite of what happened. Just like on J6.
Yeah.
When J6 happened, because my friends on their thread, they were like, I just can't believe they're like saying it was this other thing when we can see it. And I'm like, but J6 was that.
Yeah.
They keep saying it was just like tourists walking through the lobby.
Who were guilty of light trespassing.
Fucking saw the videos of like Ashley Babbitt not complying with the officer to not break the window. And
we
everything.
watched that timeline.
Yes.
You watched that timeline?
Well, I watched a lot about J6.
Yeah.
And there's like some excellent documentary and reporting on J6 out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, and I listened to like the podcasts and the Will Be Wild and all, you know, like, because I wanted to know like what people were like. It was so shocking when J6 happened to me. Like I was so like unaware that people were like, when Trump was like, Will Be Wild, and like I had no, like that meant nothing to me, like when it was happening.
Yeah, because it wasn't for you. That message was not aimed at you. So it just sounds to you, it just sounds like
come to the speech
Trump nonsense. You know what I mean? It's just like usual bullshit. But to those people, it was absolutely a call to action.
I mean, yes, like I didn't even have the TV on. And then when it was happening, I was like watching it like, what in the actual fuck is happening?
When you found out that was happening,
Yes.
you texted me. Yes. I was out. I was on a Zoom doing Comedy Bang Bang, and the show was winding down, and I wonder what I was saying. We were about to say goodbye, and I said, "Well, you might want to turn on the TV because it looks like people are storming the Capitol."
Oh, right, storming the Capitol is how it was phrased at the time it was happening.
Yeah.
And and now it's like we have different language around it, like insurrection and blah blah blah. But I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. And now all those people are pardoned, and they're probably ICE.
Yeah, I read somebody who is not by any means an ICE apologist, but somebody who was talked to a journalist who talked to a lot of J6 people and said they're not all J6 guys. ICE. It's not what you necessarily think it is. It is horrible people.
Yeah.
But it's not like they all just got funneled into that.
Some of them are incels.
For sure.
Because the guy who murdered Renee Good after he shot her was like, fucking bitch.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that some of them probably are incels, but what you can be sure of is that they're all white supremacists.
Right, because they're okay with like murdering people.
Yeah. That's why they signed up for this.
Rounding people up.
Yes, that's why they signed up.
I had this crazy thought today about Kristi Noem, who is like a weird creature.
Yeah.
Of maybe she's an alien or something. Like she looks weird and acts so weird.
Well, then lock up the Real Housewives.
Well, I mean, sure, the MAGA face and blah, blah, blah. But like, it occurs to me now that her book where she talks about shooting a dog, her dog, was literally like a job interview pitch for becoming like Goebbels or whatever. Like, holy shit. Like, these people have been thinking about this forever. Obsessing about this. Obsessing about making all this happen. And it's like, I don't understand. It seems like a weird illness.
They're thrilled. They're thrilled. They're thrilled to be doing it. They're thrilled to be lying about it. They're thrilled. They're so happy. It would be nice if Kristi Noem was an alien. Like, if that explained it,
could be.
Like, oh my God, no. Great news, guys. Human beings are not capable of this. This is
obviously, human beings are capable of extreme evil. Like, just like, obviously, like, this is not like new to humanity's trajectory in its existence or whatever. Obviously. But in my view, like in my worldview, in my experience of being alive, they're not supposed to be the ones running the show.
Ideally not.
Like, that's where this feels fucking whack.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, they were always there. They were always there. There could have been a few here and there in the fucking Senate, but you always had the racist, you always had this, you always had the misogynist, you always had the fucking bigots, blah, blah, blah. But like, they're not supposed to be the majority.
Yeah, which I will say, and I really believe this.
Yeah.
I don't think they are the majority.
Yeah.
I think there's more people who are decent.
Well, they're the majority in government right now.
Yes.
In government.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I 100% believe they are not the majority in the populace. 100%. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, if that were true, then every interaction we'd be having in our lives would be with like the worst people in the world. But like, when you go out in the world and you encounter people, most people have human decency, right? I mean, or they mask or whatever. But like, then you encounter some real nut jobs, and then you encounter some real like dickwads or assholes. But for the most part, at least in my experience of the world, you're going out and there's civility, right? There's social norms.
Yeah.
Okay. There is not like bloodthirst or just hatred coming in waves off of their skin or their eyes or whatever, or just like blankness.
Yeah.
That to me alone is evidence that it can't possibly be the majority of the populace. It's because we're in this fucked up government structure that allowed for whatever the fuck.
Do you know what else is part of it? Is that there are people that are this hateful.
Of
and
course.
These people are in power now.
Yes.
And then there's people that could go either way.
Marco Rubio?
No.
Oh.
I mean regular people.
Okay. Oh.
That their worst instincts, their
Yes.
worst fears
Yes.
are being indulged by this. So it's somebody that maybe at another time you could have reached to be a decent person. And it's probably maybe for 90% of their life is a decent person, but they harbor these bad feelings because it's something that they were around. It's something they were raised with, whatever.
Or it feels comfortable.
Even though they people like that can deny the evidence of their senses, like when they encounter people from another race, another religion, whatever, who are decent people just like them.
Yes.
You know, they still are able to say, but overall, he's one of the good ones, you know, that kind of shit.
Yes.
But then you get all of these shitty people with a huge megaphone who are telling them, no. You were right.
You were right.
The thing that you thought was right.
But that's where the critical thinking, the critical thought piece comes in, right? Because people didn't get cemented in them like a way to cultivate sort of a value system that is resilient, right?
Yeah.
Because they are a little bit like wishy-washy in that regard and are vulnerable to manipulation.
Yeah.
Right?
No one wants to feel like they are a bad person or they're doing bad things or they're thinking bad things because they don't want to. I think this is true for all of us. The thing is, what do you do next when you are confronted with the information that, hey, you were wrong about this. What you're saying is ignorant. Even if somebody says it very gently, for some people, it's too big a thing for them to accept.
I think being flexible is kind of, I guess it's like a muscle or something, but like it feels good.
Yeah, of course it does.
When you exercise it.
Yes. When you learn that it's better to be able to apologize to someone rather than like,
it can feel cathartic. It can feel,
of course.
It can feel almost like, oh shit, I was wrong or I was hurtful or I was stupid or hateful. Like, oh, I had no idea. Wow. Okay. I'm on this other side of this. And it's like, wow, I feel like I just walked a mile or something. Like, I feel like like, I guess it's like the feeling of growth, right?
Yeah.
It's like the satisfaction of that feeling.
Yeah.
Some people don't allow themselves that satisfaction, and it's
because they don't think it's going to be satisfying.
But it's like against the human experience.
It is. But they don't want to think about it in those terms. They just don't want to be wrong. And I feel like it's almost impossible to get somebody to see that. They have to want to see that. There's a lot of discourse online, which I haven't been as online as I have in my past. Right.
Like I've been a little less online, I guess. I mean, that's not really the right framing. I've engaged less.
Yeah.
even though I still engage, I'm engaging less and less because it's starting to feel very like, oh, they want me here and not out there, right? They want me here and not out in the street or whatever, whatever. So I was like, yeah, where was I going with this? Just like, just all the references to Nazi Germany lately, which have been happening for a while. But like lately, a lot of what I've seen in my particular algo is like, oh, you need to read about Nazi Germany. You need to look at, like this is the textbook, da da da. Like, and I had seen a lot of like people talking about like other authoritarian regimes as well. But this past week specifically has been a lot of like, this is Nazi Germany to a T. This is, and I was like, oh, okay. And it just made me really think like, why they didn't win. Do you know what I'm saying? It reminds me of when I grew up in when we moved to South Carolina from West Virginia. Like it reminds me of like people who fetishized the South.
Yes.
And they were like, oh, like in the South, it was the war of northern aggression or whatever. And my mom always was like, don't listen to that. Like that's not the truth, whatever. But it was like, they didn't win.
Yeah.
The South lost.
Yeah.
Why is that the team that you gravitate toward? Besides all of like the morality and the just, I'm just talking about like just like the basics.
Yeah.
The basics of it. It's because of generational, I think, being passed down like generational, like we were fucked. We were robbed.
Resentment.
We were this.
Yes. Generational resentment.
And it gets passed. But that's like, where does that come from in America though? Because were their ancestors all like Germans? Well, I know that Trump's was, right? His dad. Yeah.
In America, it comes from the same place it always comes from, which is, white people are the most victim-y people, because it's the old adage of what's the first part of it? It's the idea that equality feels like oppression. That if you are used to having more than everybody else, all of a sudden when things are equal, you feel like something's being taken away from you.
Taken from you, as opposed to lifting other people up to where you are.
Yeah.
But you don't feel like you have more if other people have equal. Because the whole point of feeling like you have more is to make sure that other people are down, right?
Yeah, because it's like, wait a second. If this guy has what I have, that means we're equal to each other?
But I thought there was like this American ethos of like individualism, of like, I'm going to do my own thing. I thought that was a live and let live. I mean, I've always felt like live and let the fuck live. That's how I've always kind of felt.
Yeah, but I think
and I thought that was American.
America is basically every man for himself. That's the individualism. The American dream, quote unquote, is that you can be anything you want to be in America. You can come here and you can make a life for yourself.
Yes, and now there is no definition of America.
They're trying to make the definition of America to be white people.
But there's none now because it's so fucking warped. Mm-hmm. And American Dream was a better one, even if it was sort of a mythology that was only for white people or, whatever, until Obama got elected or whatever. But it was hopeful. Mm-hmm. There was an optimism to it, and it felt like it strove. Is that a word? Strived for egalitarianism in a way, like that we all could come from like fucking dirt.
All people are created equal. Yes. Yeah. But then at the same time, black people are 2/3 of a human. You know what I mean? It's like
that's not what Paul thinks. That's what it was.
Yes, just so you know,
it was a historical.
Yeah, that was in
belief,
the fucking
belief at one point, which is disgusting.
But that's the thing about America is this country has always spoken out of both sides of its mouth, and so it has become it's too easy to say, I have my view of what America is and you have your view of what America is. You know what I mean? Because we were started with slavery, you know,
Yeah.
and we allowed that to happen for so long.
Yeah.
And the only reason it ended was because of a war. We had to have a war over it.
Well, now, see, this is where I'm at, and then we're getting close to a break here in a minute, even though we haven't had an ad in a long time. But we do take a slight intermission for ourselves.
We take a little disco nap and then we come back and finish the podcast.
We go bake a cake. Is like, okay, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, the war. That's what, okay. So now here we are, like they want us to be in a civil war. Like MAGA wants a civil war really bad. Mm-hmm. And they're trying to incite one by, you know, murdering innocent people on the streets with ICE. Well, by the way, I heard an interview with the mayor of Minneapolis today and, you know, talking about the situation there with ICE, and the ICE that they've sent into Minneapolis like outnumbers the police by like 3 times.
Oh yeah, I saw that because they were asking him about what can law enforcement do? Can't you arrest these people?
Yes. And he's like,
said,
well, we can, yes, but we
but
don't want to incite a civil. Like,
they have bigger guns than we do.
Yeah, and he was like, let's think this through, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you must have seen the same. I was listening to
I read about it.
A full podcast about it, but like him interviewed about it.
Yeah.
It's just that they want us to be in a civil war or whatever, and I'm like, okay, number one, not on my 2026 bingo card. I don't, brandish weapons or whatever. It's not in my particular value system to do such a thing.
Which is why they want it, because they have all the guns.
Well, they don't, because I know a lot of progressive people that have guns now.
We know a few progressive people who have guns now, but the people that don't far outweigh those people that we know.
Maybe. I'm just saying that
they also have the government on
maybe at this point. I mean, maybe in 6 months that might not be the case. I don't know. My point is this: I feel resentful that they want us to become like them, like as violent as them.
Yeah.
Like, this is where I'm conflicted, because on the one hand, I'm fucking angry. Mm-hmm. And when I see this video of that shit, I'm like, yeah, someone should shoot him back in the fucking face. Like, that's my thought, right?
Yes.
And it speaks to like a weird part of my lizard brain that I don't like to entertain as someone who's supposed to be a feeling, compassionate person that is trying to like spread good in the world through storytelling and acting and writing and fucking podcasting and whatever, like humor, comedy, whatever, like, or just with my friends and my family, like caring for them or whatever. How can you be that kind of a person, but then also like, I don't want to be turned into, like, you look at like Nazi Germany, like it does turn, like fascism does turn people into like hard people. Hard.
Yeah.
Look at Russia.
Yeah.
Look at like having a dictator.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are hardened.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that this is now America. I don't know. Am I speaking improperly? I probably am. People are going to be offended by this shit.
No, I don't think anybody's going to be offended by it. I mean, the thing is, I don't think there's any amount of provocation.
Cuckoo of all time.
Cuckoo. I don't think there's any amount of provocation that is going to make
me a gun
people. No. I don't think there's any amount of provocation that's going to turn most people into civil warriors. Like they're going to take up arms and all that shit. I don't think there's any amount of provocation.
The world is watching and they think, they believe we should be.
There's there's no amount of provocation. That's easy. That's such an easy thing to say. You know what I mean?
Also, it already was scary to live in this fucking country.
There's nothing stupider. There's nothing stupider than looking at some other country and telling the citizenry of that country, "Here's what you should do."
You want to tell
the fuck
America?
Are you talking about?
I have friends that moved from this country before Trump.
Yeah.
Because of all the fucking guns.
Yeah.
They didn't want to send their kids to schools where they had to practice active shooter drills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like that's the one sort of quotient in all of this that I think should be kind of like added to the conversation.
No, but they lecture us on that too. And it's like, it's one thing for us to say, you and me and people like us that think like us, to say we need to do something about guns. Something has to change. There has to be something that changes because the status quo is absolutely terrible. It's unacceptable. And figuring out what can we do about that? What we can do about that is only so much. But to have somebody from outside of the country saying,
you should be out in the street throwing your body in front of the White House, and it's like, really? Did you not watch the J6?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to? We're supposed to storm the Capitol now?
Yeah.
You think we are supposed to storm the Capitol now?
Yeah.
Like
my point is, fucking keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean?
But
yes, it sucks to live this.
Can I tell you my fantasy?
Sure.
We militarily go into Greenland. And the NATO countries come in,
right?
Remove them and the current government.
I would love for that to happen. I just don't think it would have to be everybody against us.
We're so close. It's happening. It's
happening.
I
mean, but there's a lot of fear. People don't want to take on America.
Well,
especially now when you have this deranged lunatic who has access to nuclear codes.
Button.
Yeah.
All right, we have to take a break. We'll be right back to talk about, I don't know, maybe more...
Talk about traitors a little bit.
Maybe more dark shit, maybe some shiny happy shit. I don't fucking know. We'll see you soon. And we're back. Wait.
I was getting in on the tail end.
Why didn't you start with the and? We're back.
Because you got there ahead of me. I was just trying to catch up.
All right. We're back, guys.
Let's talk about traitors.
Oh, you went to talk about well, but we can't spoil.
We're not going to spoil anything.
We did watch the first 3 episodes.
Yes.
We're big Traitors fans. Alan Cumming is awesome. By the way, I saw him on Broadway in the 90s when he was the MC on Cabaret.
That's such an incredible thing to be able to say, and I'm jealous.
And I feel like I remember, like, because I also have the soundtrack, so like when he sings it, like I can feel his performance. Because I saw it.
That's pretty cool.
It was so good. It was so good. There are elements of his MC in his Traitors hosting.
Oh, I'm sure. He's loving it.
Because how can you divorce when you bring so much of yourself to like a part?
Yes, he's still bringing it. I will say, here's what I want to say. And this is not a spoiler.
Okay, tell me.
Today
It's a very good production value in this season. The production value,
you know what? They've upped their graphics.
Which already was like pretty good.
Yeah. But there was on Instagram today, Vulture, because I guess they did a piece about it. The headline was, "Is Michael Rappaport ruining Traitors?"
Oh, right.
And our friend Mike sent us the link to this. And honestly, he said, the comments are delightful.
Read the comments section.
The comments are so... People
You're
are
unanimously angry at Michael Rappaport's
do not
existence,
like Michael Rappaport.
which already was happening on our like Paul was like, Michael Rappaport. I was like, what do you have? Like, I'm so Michael Rappaport neutral. Maybe I'm not anymore because this is the most exposure I've had to him.
Yeah. Well, this is what he is.
Although, as an actor, he is in a movie I really like.
Which movie?
It's like Natalie Portman's in it. It's cold weather. They're like in Canada, maybe. It's an ensemble cast. It's sort of like a
Rappaport in the same movie.
Yeah, she's like a teenager in it.
Shit.
It's
not Le Professionnel. Léon. Le Professionnel.
It's like an indie movie. They're like maybe home for the holidays. It's good.
Boy, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Wow, I'm really fucking this up. I'm like, this movie I really like. All the beautiful girls.
All the pretty girls or something, right?
Something. Is that maybe, could it be? We got to figure out the title of this movie.
Or leave it to our fans to figure it out.
I really liked the movie. He was part of an ensemble. So, like, for me, it wasn't like, that's the most exposure I've had to him. Yeah. I've seen him here and there on the internet, and I've scrolled on past.
Yeah.
I know he has opinions about the here, now, everywhere, here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. He was a big anti-Zoran Mamdani guy.
Oh, why? Like, who he wanted that other guy? What was the other guy's name?
Cuomo?
Yeah, he was Cuomo?
I would imagine he wanted Cuomo. I think he was more against Mamdani than he was for Cuomo.
Well, okay.
I think he was part of the Mamdani is going to be bad for Jewish people.
Doesn't know what he's doing or something? Or
no, I think it was more about globalize the Intifada and stuff like that.
Okay, fine, whatever. But if he's not a smart guy, I don't care. There's so many dumbass people on the internet. I scroll on past. I've never had exposure to this guy. He comes on Traitors, except for that one movie that I like a million years ago. I'm super neutral about him because I just don't know.
Yeah.
Then I come to find out the whole fucking world hates this guy. Like, I had no idea.
And he is annoying on the show.
He is annoying on the show, but like if I'm putting together a Traitors cast, like I'm going to put an annoying person in there.
But here's the thing.
What I'm saying?
You can be annoying, but one of the things that people don't like about him on the show is that he doesn't seem to understand how the game is played.
No, he has no control. He's an uncontrolled human.
Yeah. It's a pretty good cast this season, I have to say.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean, of course, there's a bunch of housewives. That's not a world that I... Yeah.
It's so funny because, like, Lisa Rinna... I watched Lisa Rinna on Days of Our Lives when I was a kid.
Sure.
So, like, for me, she's Billy from Days of Our Lives. Yeah. And, like, she looked the same even then. She had the same kind of, like, textured hair. Yes, she had
same style.
No, she
but
had,
you
like,
wouldn't say she looks the same.
No, she did. She looked...
I know what you mean.
No, she had, like, the full... Like,
no, I remember. Honey, I'm an old person. I remember what Lisa Rinna used to look like before Housewives Times.
I mean, she's kind of fun on it. It's fine.
Yeah, overall, it's a good group of people. And Ron Funches is on it, which is great.
Ron Funches on it is a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
Like, whoever thought of that is hilarious.
It's very fun to see him on the show.
He is so his rhythm of life is so quirky and offbeat.
Yes.
That it is amazing.
Ron is unique and so lovable.
Yes. And he's just really funny.
He did... I don't think I've talked about it on here. I did talk about it once, maybe on Freedom. But he did he does a variety show at the Improv. They have a little theater next to the main club.
Okay.
And he does a variety show there.
The Improv is where again?
On Melrose.
Wait, they have 2 stages there?
Yes, but they're separate. They're not even the same building.
Okay.
Yeah. They're just right next to each other.
Okay.
For a bit, it was where Second City was happening, in LA. It's been.
You're saying it's things. By the Improv, but it's not part of the.
It's called the Improv Lab.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. And the shows that happen there are more experimental kind of things.
Got it.
Than just stand up. And so he's been doing this variety show. I've had him on my variety show a couple times. And, he's terrific. He's so funny, and game and sweet and everything. And so he told me that one of the inspirations for doing his variety show was my variety show, that he really thought it was like a fun. Yeah. And that made me very happy. Yeah. I was really glad about that because I think there should be more,
Of course.
And so he's got like a band and he's got sketches and video and stuff like that. It's great. And so he asked me to be on it. And I was very excited to be on it. And I said, can I sing a song with the band as well? And he said yes. And so but he said, but I hope you'll do a set as well, like a stand-up set.
Okay.
And I have not done a ton lately of just short sets on other people's shows.
Right.
And so I rehearsed with the band, I got there early, rehearsed with the band, and was feeling pretty good about it. And then when I went to do my stand-up, it just kind of wasn't going that well. It was okay.
Bummer.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But it really, I was out of practice and it threw me off, and I felt it wrecked my confidence. So I did not do as good a job as I wanted to do. And then when it came time to do the song, I went up on the lyrics of the song. It's a song like I performed a bunch of times.
What song was it?
10 Things by Paul Barbeau.
Okay.
And it's a fast song too. So there's not a lot of time to like gather yourself. So I had to like stop and start it over and read the lyrics from my fucking phone, which was mortifying. And I left right afterwards. I felt really bad about it because of not just the embarrassment of being really mediocre, but also the guilt of feeling like I let Ron down.
Yes.
That I didn't do a good job on the show.
Yes.
And so I left immediately, and then Ron texted me, a few days later and said, hey, what's the best way to pay you for the show? And I just wrote back and I said, Ron, I can't accept money for that dog shit performance, And then I have not heard from him since.
Wait, that's the end of the story?
Yeah, well, just that when I see Ron, I feel bad, and I hope that his opinion of me is not soured.
Oh, wow.
By that. Because when I saw the announcement that he was going to be on Traitors, I texted him and was like, this is so exciting. This is so great,
Yeah.
And didn't hear back from him. So I can't read into that too much because people
But also
busy.
that particular show, they're not allowed to really talk about it until...
No, they're not. Exactly. Yeah. And he's probably gotten a million similar texts from people. But it made me... It really made me think.
So do you think that he was sitting there going, wow, this is such a dog shit Paul F. Tompkins performance?
No, I don't think that. I'm sure he was way more forgiving about it than I was,
So then what are you in your head about at this moment?
Well, I'm in my head about letting somebody down that I don't want to let down, who didn't let me down when he did my show. You know what I mean?
But maybe you're saying he probably didn't think that.
I don't know. I can't speak to that. And that's not my what ultimately is my point. It's just that the feeling of doing not as good a job as I know that I'm capable of, while still thinking going in that I was going to do a good job. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I'm trying to figure out what is the lesson to take from this. And sometimes the lesson is, hey, you had an off night, let it go. Sometimes the lesson is, are you as prepared as you think you are?
I think that's.
Do you know what I mean?
Probably.
Do you
both.
feel like
It can be both, can't it?
What it could be, but
because there are times you have not been prepared and you've sailed or soared.
Yeah, but the feeling is you have to go by, I think, the feeling that you have about it, which was I left that show feeling like I could have done better. And I needed to have prepared more. I was not as prepared as I thought I was. And I did not roll well with what was happening. I needed to have really thought about it more than I did. Instead of just making a set, writing up a set, I needed to really think about it harder than I did.
Okay.
You know? And also the embarrassment of I let myself get thrown.
Right.
When I've been doing this for such a long time. It's embarrassing to me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what that audience thought. I don't know what, you know.
What if the lesson is, yes, you should have prepared more, right? Mm-hmm. But also, even the most seasoned performer can get thrown, and the professionalism they bring to moments of getting thrown mm-hmm. are the quick recovery.
Yeah.
Versus they never get thrown.
Yes, but here's what it is about that. Is I didn't feel like I ever had that recovery. You know?
Got it. So you did not have a recovery.
No, it didn't. I never felt like
you got thrown.
Oh, I got my foot. Now I got my footing. I got thrown in the end. I am able to project a certain confidence that may not. You might look at it and say, "Oh, he's not." You'd be surprised that I would be feeling thrown.
Sure.
You know. But my relationship to performing and doing well or doing poorly is it's doing poorly. It's somewhat unhealthy.
Uh-huh.
In that
uh-huh.
I will take it to heart and I will feel like I have failed.
Uh-huh.
You know.
And then this is complicated because it wasn't some stranger's variety show. It was someone that you respect.
Yeah.
And you wanted to bring something to it.
Yeah.
I mean, the truth of the matter is he probably was thinking about a million different things. Like you've had variety shows, you know, the puzzle pieces are fucking myriad.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So when and maybe you're like, I can't accept money for that dog shit performance. He probably was like, oh, haha, how nice of Paul. Moving on. You know?
Maybe. I for a moment I was like, I hope he doesn't think I'm insulting his show. I hope he understands that I'm talking just about me. Which I'm sure he did. But and I'm sure that him watching my set, and even when I fucked up the song, I'm sure for him it was just like a shrug, you know?
Yeah.
But
he probably was like, aha, Paul, wow, that's so nice and generous of him. Okay, I'll pay someone else. Yeah.
Yeah, who knows? But it's a bad feeling. It's a bad feeling for me.
Have you ever thought of writing a note?
Oh yeah, many times. many times. Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm in my head about this.
Yeah.
You know.
I probably will after this.
I don't need you necessarily to go out of your way, but I just want to let you know, like, I've been carrying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like on the fence about this because, like, I feel like in my personal healing journey or whatever, mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, I guess write the note if you feel like you've done something wrong that you need to extend yourself and apologize for. Because like if you write the note, then it's like, Now you've put sort of like a directive on him in a way of.
Yeah, exactly. It's not
comforting you.
It's not his responsibility to make me feel okay about this.
I mean, what's so crazy is he probably really has just moved on.
I have no doubt about that.
And then the Traitors thing was like, oh, like one of 27 Traitors texts he got that day.
Yes, of course.
And he's like,
and I'm sure that for him to get that text from me was like, I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to this. You know what I mean?
You could have written you could have tapped back a thumbs up or a heart or something.
Maybe, but even then, it's like, I put him in a. I shouldn't have texted him that way. I should have been at least more direct, or just said, "Oh, you know what? That's okay." I had
text.
Fun.
I thought you were talking about the Traitors text.
No. But I, the thing that bothers me about it is that it made me feel inexperienced. That was the feeling that I had on stage.
The things that bothers you about your performance, not the texting with.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about the experience overall. Is that I didn't feel like a pro. I didn't feel like I'd been doing this for more than half.
Let me ask you something. Was there, like, going into it?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're talking about preparation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was there like a conscious decision on your part to be like, oh, I've done variety a million times. I don't have to prepare. I'll just kind of wing this. I'll wing that.
No. Like, I had notes and stuff. You know what I mean?
So there was preparation.
There was preparation. There was not enough preparation. It's one of those things where I pinned a lot of assumptions on the thing that I was opening with that I thought would be funnier to people than it was. And it involved a bit that I couldn't just cut off in the middle, or right. I couldn't see a way. I couldn't see a way to get out of it.
You had to commit to the thing that
I felt like I did.
It wasn't landing, but you felt like you had to commit to it.
Yeah, I felt like I couldn't just say, you know what? Let's just move on. This isn't working.
You know what's crazy?
Which you can say at any time,
Like, I've seen so much stand up in my life, like live or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I love it. I love watching I love it. But like, there have been times I've been in a quiet audience, but I could sense like it was really landing on the audience. Absolutely. But I know it was not feeling that way for the performer.
Yeah.
Because people were internalizing the content or whatever.
Yes, that is a thing that can happen as well.
Yes. Yeah. And so, like, what's crazy is, like, you truly you don't know. Like, you haven't read any weird reviews of the show or...
No, but the thing, it's not about knowing or not knowing. It's about how I felt on stage. You don't want to go on stage and feel like you're not in control and that you're not in command,
Yeah.
You don't want to go up on stage feeling like you can't overcome an obstacle that's in front of you.
I agree with that, but I also feel like...
Let me put it this way. I have been on stage where I knew in my bones, this is not on me. This is not going well, but it's not because I'm not giving it everything I have.
Right.
I know I'm giving this my best effort.
You felt like you were not giving it everything you had.
These people just don't like me.
Yes.
This crowd was enjoying the show. They were ready to like me, whether they knew who I was or not. Yeah. And I felt amateurish, I felt like it's not so much that I felt unprepared. It's that I felt like I felt awkward. I felt inexperienced.
You were having an off night.
I was having a very off night.
You were having an off night and you could find no way out of it. You were in it.
Yes. I was too in my head about it not thinking about all these things that I'm telling you now.
Yes.
I'm thinking about all of them at the same time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And then the song.
But the preparation thing, like you may have been prepared with your notes in this, but maybe the preparation was more about like warming your body up, like in a way of like being fully present, like getting yourself in the space. Because sometimes, Paul, like I see you run from place to place. You forget your phone. Are you running this? You know, oh, can you bring me this to the Largo or to the lodge room or whatever? And I'm like, take fucking time for yourself to breathe and center yourself and look and see where you are and be in that room.
But that gets to a larger issue that I have, which is not preparing enough in advance of things so that it is a scramble day of.
Yeah.
When it shouldn't be a scramble.
Right. Because
if I was like, and let me tell you something, I'm so far already this year, like preparing for a Sketchfest next week, I'm way.
That's different than what you normally do.
Yeah.
I agree.
I keep forgetting, I still have days and days before this happens.
I know, but I think this is going to set you up.
Yeah, I think so
like
too.
Future Paul is going to look back on past Paul and be like, "Thank you for
1,000%.
Thank you for looking out
for." That's how I want to always.
Thank you for Day of Paul. Like Day of Paul is like, thank you for.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm for it, but I think if I do have.
So that's the lesson. You said, what's the lesson? This is the lesson.
Did I say what's the lesson?
Yes. Wait, you don't remember saying what's the lesson?
It might have been a long time ago.
It was a little bit.
Was it at the very beginning of this?
Yes, but okay. I mean, the lesson is fucking look out for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the lesson. And whatever anxiety or neuroses, poor Ron Funches, he was mild collateral damage, I guess, in this sort of journey with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I will say there have been times when you've been like, oh, I'm sure they're not thinking this was weird or whatever. And then you find out later like it was. Or you're like, something was weird about something.
That's very rarely. I can't even think of an example off the top of my head.
I'm thinking of something specifically, but I can't talk about it on the podcast.
Well, I know what you're thinking of. And the thing is, there was somebody that I found out.
Yes. How did you know?
Thought I had no idea. Thought that I disliked them.
Yeah.
And had been thinking this for a few years.
It's almost like a kind of weird reversal on this situation.
Yeah. And finally, it
came to your
came
attention.
up. It came to my attention, and this person was kind of forced to tell me, what the problem was, in the form of a voicemail. And first, it was an email, and then I sent a text. It was like, I don't feel that way. I responded to the email. I was like, I don't feel that way, and then didn't hear back, and then had to text again and say like, hey, just so you know, I want you to know that I'm telling the truth. Like, right. I have no issue with you whatsoever, and I don't know where this is coming from.
It was a very bizarre situation.
This person left me a voicemail, still didn't really illustrate what led them to think this. Just said this was a feeling I got.
Well, I thought that they did illustrate what led them to think this, but it was like,
no, they didn't.
But it was like when this happened, when
later.
X happened.
So first they had this idea that I didn't like them.
No, yeah.
And then later they're citing examples of like, so when you did this, I thought this. And I'm like, well, yeah, but why did you think this in the fucking first place?
Right.
And I still don't know. And I also think I think this person does not believe me to this day.
Oh, is that what you think?
Yes. Yes. I think they are still convinced that I had some problem with them.
Really?
Yes. And that for whatever reason, I'm pretending that I don't.
That is an impossible situation.
I could be wrong. And the person could just be very embarrassed.
We are living in the age of misinformation. And we cannot parse what's true and what's false.
Yeah.
But what's true is you never had any bad feelings about this person. Mm-hmm. I can't believe we turned on that situation. But I was thinking of that when I was talking about like stewing about what other people think.
Yeah.
You know, like on the one hand, you get to be our age and you're kind of like, I have no control of other people's perception of me. Mm-hmm. And I release that and I relinquish that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're kind of like, their perception of me is so fucking bananas.
Yeah.
Like it's so like out there that I feel like I kind of have to defend myself in this situation because it's like, but I have a question for you.
Let me, before you get to that, let me say, this is a, I'm going to ask a favor of listeners.
Text on.
No. I'm going to ask a favor of listeners.
Yes.
Please don't speculate about this on a message board somewhere. This is not somebody that you know.
Right. It's not any.
It's not somebody in that world. This is a completely.
It's like from
separate thing. So don't like. This is. I mean, people. I get why people like to do this online.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I get it. Of course, we all like gossip.
Hey, I'm speculating whether Timothy Busfield really did molest children on a set or not.
Yeah, that's grim.
That just came out on the news.
That's all very grim.
Which, by the way, yuck.
Anyway, what was your question?
When people assign ill intent to confusing behavior or I guess like behavior that can be interpreted, like neutral behavior, right? Yeah. Neutral behavior that can be interpreted and they assign ill intent to it that is not there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe it is because they frequently have ill intent?
That's a good question.
People,
that's a good question.
Like in other words.
So that's how they interpret things. Like, what would I do in this situation?
Projection a little bit. Yeah.
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, some people are outrageously sensitive. I'm a sensitive person, but some people got me beat.
I'm very sensitive,
you know what I mean?
And I'm always like, oh, why did that person raise their eyebrows at me?
But even then, even as sensitive as I am, I'm still able to give people the benefit of the doubt because a big thing you have to do is say, could that person be going through something? And this has nothing to do with me at all.
Right.
Is this person, did they just get bad news? Are they having a horrible day?
Right. Like, do they have a headache?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what I wanted to say to this person was, okay, can you point me to an instance where we were within a group of people, it's some social thing where you saw me being pleasant to everyone but you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, if you can, then, okay, let's talk about that. I think that's, I can't imagine why that would ever happen.
Right.
But, barring that, I don't know what to tell you. So, like, if somebody was like that to me, if we were at a party,
right,
and they were being friendly and chatty
right,
with
like
everybody
you
else.
have to go through the list.
Yes, and then they turned to me and went, oh, hi. Like, yeah, I'd probably think, oh, I think that person has a problem with me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But that's what it would take.
Right. Right. Like you would need to see like a contrast or some kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I always feel bad when I assign ill intent and then I find out later like, oh, they just found out their dog died that day or whatever.
Yeah,
because I'm like, oh, I feel embarrassed because there's like a weird narcissism to it. Like there's like
it feels selfish and self-absorbed.
Yeah, like
this is all about me.
Yeah, like
yeah,
like well, it never occurred to me like their dog died that day.
Yeah.
Like they had to have thought I was, stupid or something like that.
Yeah.
And then when I find out later, I'm always like, ooh,
yeah.
Is there something like crazy in me to feel that way?
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm coming to a place in my life, which is a weird, I believe, product of being middle-aged, where I'm like, nothing is about me. Literally fucking
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Nothing.
Do you know what?
Nothing is about fucking me.
Here's what's
funny. It's all about them.
What's funny is...
And that's wild.
What's funny is I feel like that's what makes this situation with this other person so strange.
Yeah.
Is that I'm kind of at the same place too.
Nothing's about me.
Everybody's living their own fucking life. Yeah.
Even if
people aren't like thinking about
even
me
if
like
it
that.
is about me in that moment and they're like, Janie, you fucking bitch, da da da. Yeah. I feel like I'm still sort of like, that was not even about me.
Yeah. Because
they're
you know what
grieving this.
It is.
They're grieving that. Or they're grieving, and I'm like, because everyone's fucking grieving.
Yeah.
I mean, at this age.
Yeah.
Everyone's fucking grieving and they're losing their fucking mind.
But you're also thinking about the older you get, you should be keeping your own side of the street clean. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So if somebody does have a problem, you can say, I have no idea what that was all about. Or I said something and it came off the wrong way or whatever. Yeah. They were in a certain place and I didn't know that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I like feel like I also feel like you do get to know the people that you jibe with and that you don't.
Right. Right.
And the older you get, the less you hang out with the people that you don't jibe with,
Sure.
You just end up being around the people that
you gravitate towards your people.
You get each other, you understand each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the idea that it's been a long time since I found out that somebody had some kind of weird problem with me.
Right.
That they assumed was a problem I had with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So that kind of leads to the conclusion in that instance, it's not about you.
Yes.
Like something is up with him and his life and his world.
Yeah.
Or in his psyche.
Yeah.
That he has no control over, that he is tortured by. It almost inevitably means he's been here before with other people.
I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Like there's other people that he's overwrought by, that he,
the two things that...
And then you can find compassion, right? Because then you're...
Of course.
Because then you're kind of like, wow, this person is tortured by these crippling anxieties.
And I told this person too, like, I'm so sorry. That must have felt so horrible to be thinking that I was thinking this way about you.
Yeah.
The two things about it though. One is, and this pushes a button in me, is what other people is he telling? Oh, Paul F. Tompkins, doesn't like me. He gives me the cold shoulder, whatever.
Sure.
But then the other thing is just the mystery of it. Like it drives me crazy that I don't know what prompted it.
Right.
And that is not even like an emotional thing. That is just, I'm dying to know what it was,
And honestly, you may never know because...
I know that I never will.
Because it could have been just whatever happened to him that particular day when he encountered you combined with this other thing.
Yeah.
And it maybe even triggered some fucked up shit from his fucking childhood that he doesn't even fucking tackle.
Who knows?
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just all these weird, like, subconscious shit that happen in other people's minds all the time.
Yeah.
And it's kind of fascinating to be human and...
too fascinating, as me. Could be a little duller.
It's just so, like, I can't stop questioning like everything because like there's always like
what? And you know what, honey, we're not supposed to.
I literally feel
growing, adapting.
There is like a mystery to it.
Yeah.
There is a mystery to this human condition.
Absolutely.
And as someone who's into true crime and like watches Dateline and listens to podcasts and, you know, whatever, it will endlessly fascinate me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because also there's still like weird drama that happens like with our friends here.
Nobody's weirder than people.
At this time in our age.
Yeah.
Like, do you think we're going to be in the fucking nursing home and we're still going to be like, why the fuck did so-and-so say this?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
It is funny that we know an older person who has a frenemy. It's so funny to me to be like in your 70s, almost 80s.
Yeah.
And be like,
yeah,
she drives me crazy.
Yeah. And yet, but they love each other.
I love you.
Yeah, they love each other.
It's so funny.
They love each other.
All right, we should wrap it up.
Oh, wow. This has been a journey.
It has been.
I started this podcast a little tired, a little stuffy. Mm-hmm. I did my nasal spray. Less stuffy. Mm-hmm. By the way, apparently flu is rampant.
I have heard.
I got my flu shot early fall.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, does this mean I have to get another flu shot now or something? And like, I asked my friends, which is not a doctor, granted. No, the girls thread. I'm like, am I supposed to get another flu shot? Like, what the fuck? And they're like, no, you don't have to double dip.
Mm-hmm. I never thought about, I guess I assumed that the flu shot is supposed to last through quote unquote flu season.
Well, what's crazy is they do somewhat say, like, get it later get it as late as you can. But I happened to get my physical in the early fall.
That's gambling.
And so they offered it. It is because you could get, but now the flu is like fucking running wild.
Running wild, lost control.
What is that?
Running wild.
What the fuck?
It's an old timey song called Running Wild.
I never heard of it.
Feeling gay, restless too, biddy-doo, diddy-doo, doo-doo-doo.
Was it in that movie Babylon? Because I have a confession.
I wouldn't be surprised if it were, but I first heard it in the movie Miller's Crossing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One of your faves.
One of my faves.
I have a confession about Babylon.
You watched it and loved it?
The opposite. I watched a portion of it, and I could not...
1/4 portion.
I could not grab onto it.
Yeah.
Which bummed me out because I'm a real La La Land apologist.
Lollapologist.
I'm a Lollapologist. I really loved La La Land. But my experience of seeing it was early in its run in the ArcLight.
That's right.
In the middle of like a weekday with
movie magic.
There was like a whole thing with it.
Yes.
That opening blew my fucking mind. I was in the dome. We saw it in the dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two to the dome.
Yeah. Now, the whole thing with Moonlight, ArcLight, and then Moonlight,
ArcLight.
Moonlight,
ArcLight, flashlight. Who knows anymore? Searchlight?
Let's call the whole thing
Lighthouse?
off. Yeah. I'm just saying, like, to me, I fucking both love award shows and hate award shows because I don't believe there should be competition in art. But I also love the pageantry of celebrating the industry and having a commercial for the industry and sort of watching how it's both dorky, it's glamorous, it's tone deaf.
It's ridiculous that people take it seriously.
Self-congratulatory.
Yes.
It's all of the above, and I like it. So whatever.
Sue me.
But like Babylon, I was like expecting good things, and I just didn't get it. I just didn't get it.
Hey man, swing and a miss. Better luck next time, Chisel. All right, we do have to wrap it up. Thank you all for listening.
Yeah, we did.
Weekendwater.substack.com is where you can find our bonus content where we are recapping not only Southern Charm, but also Vanderpump Rules.
And I'd like to point out that some of our loyal listeners don't even watch those shows.
Yes.
And they still enjoy the bonus content and kind of get into it and comment on the posts. So, like I said, we're sort of doing it as a mental health break. So if you're so inclined.
It is breaking our mental health.
If you are so inclined, please join us at weekendwater.substack.com and get into the conversation. We are considering a new merch, which we haven't discussed with our kinship goods.
No, we keep
friends.
Threatening to discuss it with them.
But
we gotta make good on that.
Our Southern Charm Pod has spawned a team called the Damp Trash Detectives. Okay. And we feel like it would be an amazing hat. Yeah. So
we feel like this would be an amazing hat. All right.
Well, so Kinship Goods, who handles all of our podcast merch.
Yes.
kinshipgoods.com.
Go there for stuff that has nothing to do with us. They're a great show. They're a great store, great shop. Great people.
I shopped there at Christmas. I went physically to their shop at Thanksgiving.
Stuff is so good.
Oh, and by the way, Dan and Hillary own Kinship Goods.
Yes.
Dan plays in this band.
Dan Davis, Hillary Harrison.
Yes, Dan Davis, Hillary Harrison.
Alliterative couple.
Dan plays in a band called Ryan Davis and the Roadhouse Band. And they're fantastic. Like, I just discovered them. Hillary sent me all of their information. They have a great video on YouTube. And I just listened to their new album and I love it.
There you go.
And it's like kind of like alt rock, a little folky. I don't even know how to characterize it. It might be its own genre, but like the lyrics are really quirky and fucking awesome. So I'd say check them out.
There's a recommendation for you. I'm going to also recommend a book called Only Good Indians that I just finished last night.
Oh, you finished a book.
I'm blanking on the author's name, but it's a horror novel. It's one of the wildest books I've ever read. I recommend it. Only Good Indians. I cannot believe I'm blanking on the author's name. But it's my first book that I've read of his.
Okay.
But it will not be the last.
Oh, I have one more podcast recommendation.
Sure.
So I know Elizabeth Lame, and she has a podcast with her husband and has for many years. They came out with a podcast that I had no idea about, but I saw her posting. It was in a lot of like roundups of the year. It's called Beth's Dead. Okay. And it's like a limited series. And I guess I don't listen to this other podcast, but it's called Armchair Expert. It's like Dax Shepard.
Dax Shepard. Yeah.
So the co-host and producer of that podcast produced this Beth's Dead podcast with Elizabeth Lame and her husband. And I literally, like, I saw her post about it. I liked the post. I was like, oh my gosh, like I had to check this out. Like, this is intriguing. It's about like a parasocial relationship with a fan of their podcast and kind of where it goes. And when I tell you, I had no idea where the whole thing was going to go. I was just kind of fascinated and riveted. Wow, I think your phone just beeped. No, it wasn't you?
My laptop.
Oh, it was your laptop.
Yeah.
So if you're into something that's like bingeable podcast wise, I recommend Beth's Dead. And if you're looking for new music, definitely listen to, is it Ryan Davis? Am I making up?
I don't recall, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, anyway, the band, it's Dan.
Yeah.
Dan's band.
Is it his band?
No, it's Ryan's band.
Yes. But Dan's in the band.
Yes, he's in the band.
Yes.
And check out his band. Those are my recommendations. And also sign up for Weekend Water.
Yes. I want to recommend going to paulftompkins.com/live where you can see all my live dates. San Francisco, I'm going to be there doing 7 shows over 4 days. And then back at Lodge Room for our St. Patrick's Day show, which is the first show of the year. It's going to be on St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great music, great guests. It's one of my favorite shows to do. I really love doing the St. Patrick's Day show. So
what is so crazy
check that out.
is last year I had to live stream it because I was sick.
Oh yeah.
And I was sick with COVID, testing negative for COVID, but it was something that I couldn't go. And this year I'm going to be in Charleston. And so I'm going to have to live stream it a second year in a row. But I will have fun live streaming it.
Still go to the live stream.
Yeah, it really is.
It really is.
All right. Well, everyone, I hope that you are sort of taking care of yourselves during this time and kind of, like double cuckoo episode. Taking care of yourselves and developing the resilience you need during these times. We are here doing all of this fucking podcasting and it's helping us. I hope it helps you.
Hope so.
Until then, stay safe, stay sane, and stay strong. Right, Cuckoo?